Hello, good morning again here in Bangkok, and this is the second day from my Aladdin series. I've done six to date, five yesterday morning and one in the night. And here now it's 6:50 a.m. Bangkok time. I've done this continue from the note we had the last time, and using the iteration and iterating a normal I loop the value of the node's length on the right hand side of the split. Let me go back to the right hand side of the split, which is the node 1, node 2, and so on, is separated by comma. And iterating through them is where we try to find out if the nodes exist, and if it does not, then create a new one. And I take the liberty to guess that this will hit an error during test, but usually not if you put in the compulsory value, which is parent ID, and that is obtained from the workflow that was earlier certain. Now we will move to the next part and use a doc book. In case you do not want to launch your item here or go into the demo, you could easily go to redondo.org/docbook, a project sponsored by Jisan Hassan of Cisnova more than a year ago, and it helps you to look for things. For example, here you want to look in the workflow model, and you want to see what is this transition governed by. It's governed by the model of a WF node, and that's how I ascertain that this is the transition tab. This is the node tab. So, and you can even see an image of it just to really confirm. So this is very handy, a doc book. Here you are, and you can see that the next node, then you have to create a node first and then link it and then save this record. This is how we assume from there rather quickly. And now you know the model. You will then try to detect if there's a subsequent loop. Right? Place this remark in the wrong place. So is there a subsequent loop? So if it goes next, so you must probably, I'll use a flag here, but see if I can do a trick without a flag. It's kind of a logical programming. It's fun, right? If it goes here and if it comes again, yeah, probably you can say that if I is more than 0, that means it's the next, then you do something here. You will check if so you will check if check for the new node, and you will set the transition. Now one thing about node is that it actually has more things than just setting it. I think it's setting a window. Yeah, you're supposed to set a window ID. Okay, now this window ID is the window ID from the node name associated with a window, because when you talk about a workflow, right, it's most likely, let's see, we have a picture of a workflow here. Yep, we have an image. So when you talk about a workflow, is always associating between windows. So when you are saying workflow something, what's the name? Accounting setup equals calendar year and setup, account element, as in this script, accounting setup and element, it nodes are actually windows. So you have to obtain the windows, and let's do that. Let's find out if we can find. So we are assuming that the node name and the window name is the same. let's assume that's so, and later we can deal with it with more subsequent code. Let's get the structure up. So what is this window? So let's put it here first and we refactor later. We now have to then look for the window. Let's see if I got the model correct. Yes, I'm lucky. Oh, I'm really good. Yeah. So new query. Very quickly, because you do this every day, you tend to remember it. But this is in our own very own ORM or Hibernate that the community created in the early years of the fork, because this was to replace the many SQL strings that was very bulky to handle, and this is where the community of the bazaar comes in to create innovation and new stuff like this. So look for it. I think I'll just put in the transaction name, set parameters, and we should have the name exactly as this node. Alright, copy and paste. Easiest thing to do in the world nowadays. Yeah, so this is a wonderful query. It resolves a lot of SQL. If you look on there, you see the SQL handling is all done with the final close and memory management. Okay, so if the window exists, we assume it exists here later. We will. You can throw in error. Right? So we assume that. So here I'll show how you do an exception. If window now, I'm not going to create a new window, am I? Yes, then you can create an empty note, like how it behaves in a workflow editor. You go to workflow editor. Here I'm not calling it up, I'm calling from the docbook. If you were to click on the empty space, you can create somewhere, go to the editor, it will resolve it. And what I'm saying here is that I'm trying to emulate from the real case and code a very fast, more efficient tool to create things. So I have to create an empty node. Otherwise, I will throw an exception. And if you want to know how to throw an exception, is how you throw it. And you can throw a message not creating this window as it does not exist. All right. Okay, I will stop right here and refactor and do some more research, and then I'll get back to you on the next movie, which we will then resolve the window or node creation and subsequently the transition. Let me just get the model out of the transition. Is we have node next, so let me see if I can guess it. Mouse over. Yeah, I'm lucky. It's them, so you can then do a new no, next control space. Okay, and then you should be a parent. Mouse over. It should be the parent, not as it says here, which was earlier done, so it is not. And the next, I believe, should be obtained from the next node. So it is some sort of a tricky node here. I will resolve it. I will just shut it up for the now, do some research, and get back to you on the next movie. But this just to give you an idea that that's how the mind of a guru works, in an NLP way to teach newbies or Java programmers who want to be familiar with the IDMPR environment and coding, which leaves not much to the scaffolding and boilerplate. And IDMPR is very efficient using the Aladdin to generate models very quickly. then you get to just do the logic, and this is mostly 90% of what you're going to deal with, and it's giving you a feel of it. So until the next video, so you could follow through these exact code by code, and of course you can do your research by looking at the source code yourself. You can download it easily. This is an open source project. IDMBM is won the Bossy Award last year, and it's the July project of the month in sourceforge.net. So there's no reason not to fall in love in this project like I did, and it's where I actually mastered a lot of Java, and also with the peers and interacting in the forum. And do contribute if you want to be a good citizen by either writing stuff or go to our forums, help out when you have picked up some skills, release early, update often. That's the Linux Torvald maxim. Don't hold back, don't be shy. Many of us are not efficient in English, so and if you can help to translate some of my work, that will be a good way to kill two birds with one stone, improve your English as well as learn up and contribute 3 birds with one stone. So, bye then, until the next one.